Hello everybody, welcome back. We're a day late and a dollar short, but we are going to finish up the Shark Week Spectacular with the Shark Week Showdown, comparing 4 different shark franchises and which one I prefer, which one you might like. If you've never seen any of these, or if you've seen like Jaws and you think the rest of these are just going to all be rip-offs of Jaws, what makes them all different? Which ones do I think are better? Why am I doing this? I don't know. Let's talk about Jaws. Jaws is the classic that all these are going to get compared to, but Jaws is pretty old at this point. So this is just one of those things that if you grew up with it, if you saw it at an older time and it imprinted on you then, you're kind of blind to see the aging of it, I think. This is not just with Jaws, but with anything. So watching it now, it's not visually all that spectacular, right? So if you are someone that watches movies for the visuals, this might not be one that you enjoy that much. This one is more focused on story and even more so on the characters. I think the characters are what make Jaws such a great movie. So if you don't care about characters and you just want to see cool stuff, Jaws probably isn't the one for you. And I don't think that's, I'm not saying that as an insult, right? Different people watch movies for different reasons. You can like something that I don't like because you're getting something out of it that I'm not getting, right? I don't think there's any right or wrong way to like a movie. So Jaws focused on character first, not so much the visuals. So if you are a person that likes visuals and don't care as much about character, not for you. Let's move on to Deep Blue Sea. Deep Blue Sea is the Jurassic shark of all of these. They've got a facility. They're experimenting on sharks. So this one is the most sci-fi of the group. So if you're more into sci-fi things, this is probably the one that's going to appeal to you the most. I'm not a big sci-fi guy, other than superheroes, which I guess are technically sci-fi, but they're very, very different. So I don't really like a whole lot of sci-fi stuff. So I was not as interested in this. To me, the types of characters that would go in and experiment on sharks like this are not the type of characters that I care about. So if I don't care about the characters, I'm not going to care about who gets eaten by the shark throughout the movie. So if you are more into the sci-fi thing, a little bit better visuals, but the characters, not that they're written badly, but they're just flawed characters, right? They're not great people. If you enjoy seeing not great people getting eaten off one by one, then Deep Blue Sea might be the shark story for you. Moving on to Open Water. This one, not very much about sharks. This is about survival when you're adrift out in the ocean by yourself. Very, very slow paced. Not a lot of visuals going on. Not even a whole lot of story. It's almost completely driven by the characters and the character interactions with each other. And I was super duper drawn into this movie. I don't even, that's not the kind of movie that I would normally enjoy. So I don't know what kind of stars were aligning, but I really enjoyed Open Water. Of all the ones that I had never seen before, that was definitely my favorite. So if you are into suspense and, the drama and the thrill of what's going to happen, not necessarily the monster side of the shark, not big visuals, because this movie looks probably the worst because it's shot on digital. But if you can be sustained by the characters of it, Open Water, really, really good character movie. Then we get to The Meg. This is the newest one. Probably got the biggest budget, the best visuals. So if you like to watch movies for the visuals and the effects, this is probably the one you're going to like the most. Characters in it, I also like quite a bit. I like the actors. I like the chemistry between them. The story, a little bit convoluted, a little bit overly complicated. Not all of it makes sense, but it works enough for me because it's being supported by other things like the visuals and the characters. So probably not as solid of a story as Jaws, but certainly to me, in my opinion, the leap that we have to take in The Meg of there are still prehistoric sharks that still exist because the Mariana Trench is not actually the deepest part, that to me is more believable, easier to buy in on than, for example, Deep Blue Sea, which is we're experimenting with sharks to increase their brain size, which makes them fully understand tactics and how to understand English and makes them super duper smart sharks. That to me is too much of a leap to make. I can't get there. So your mileage may vary. So for my opinion, after watching all of these shark movies, if I want to sit down and see a spectacle, right? If I am with some friends that want to watch a shark movie, I would go for The Meg. If I want to get pulled into a movie, or if I'm with some friends that want to watch something that's got some suspense and we don't know what's going to happen, it's not going to be obvious, I'm going to go with Open Water. I think Open Water, for me, I enjoyed more, but The Meg is probably one that I would watch more often over time because it's got the spectacle visual element of it. Jaws isn't bad. It's just a little outdated for me. Deep Blue Sea, I probably will never touch again. So those are my thoughts on my Shark Week Showdown. Feel free to tell me your thoughts. Feel free to tell me why you think I'm wrong about my picks. I mean, everyone says Jaws 4 is the worst one. It's not as bad as Jaws 3. Jaws 4 is okay. So let me know in the comments what you think. But that's everything that I've got. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.